Tiger fans, it is no surprise that we are in desperate need of a new key forward coming through the ranks, developing in the VFL, ready for AFL form in hopefully 2 or 3 years, and I think that man could be Harry Armstrong. Tom Lynch we've got currently, of course, who's at the tail end of his career. He's played about 8 games in 2 years, which doesn't really help us all that much. McKelty Lafau, who showed some really good signs last year, is unfortunately going to be out until midway through the year with a knee injury. Noah Bolter, the jury's still out whether he can play forward full-time or not. I think 95% of people want him as a defender. Josh Gibcus, still a little bit unknown whether he's going to maybe swing down forward as well, but I dare say he'll play defence as well. And Campbell Gray in the VFL, who we got in the mid-season draft, is probably going to partner Lynch at some stage this year, I think, on 2025, sorry. But I'm not sure if he's the long-term answer. So Harry Armstrong's the man I think we need to try and target in this draft period. A lot of teams are going to be after him. I think there might be a slight chance, with a little bit of luck, that we might be able to grab him at pick 10 or 11. So let's have a look at the draft board now and let's step through it. So we've got the draft board up on the screen now. Obviously, we're not going to take him at number 1, but it sounds like from all reports that Taru's going to go to North Melbourne at 2. That's who they're showing a lot of strong interest in. Carlton have probably got the option of Finn O'Sullivan if we don't trade up. Adelaide, you'd probably say Draper slips to them if Carlton don't take him. Now, Melbourne's the first team that a lot of people speculated that Armstrong could go to. But a lot of Melbourne supporters have been telling me that they don't need a key forward. They're probably more looking at some midfielders on the back of Petrarca and Oliver heading towards the end of their careers, plus the other issues we all know and see about. But looking at their key forward list, they do have Jacob Van Rooyen. They've got Matthew Jefferson, who's developing well in the reserves, Tom McDonald, Bailey Fritsch, Harrison Petty, Daniel Turner, and Luke Kentfield, who they took in the mid-season draft last year. So they are well stocked for key position players. So I actually tend to agree with their supporter base in that they may not look at him. I reckon they might go for a midfielder. They could go for a Harvey Langford, or they could go for a Jagger Smith if he's still there as well at pick number 5. So I don't think Armstrong's going to the Ds at 5. Then you've got us at pick 6. This is where it's interesting. Pick 6 we could potentially use on Armstrong to definitely secure him, but I still feel like we are going to go another midfielder, whether that be Jagger, Smiley, Langford if he's still there, depending on how the cards fall. Murphy Reid even could be an option as well at pick 6. The next 2 picks are the ones that worry me. St Kilda have got picks 7 and 8. Now, looking at their key forward stocks, they've only got Max King, Cooper Sharman, and Anthony Caminiti. So 3 big blokes carrying the load. And Harry Armstrong is from Sandy Dragons, so there is that connection there as well. And so I'm just a little bit worried that they might be the ones to take him. But looking at all the mock drafts, looking at the St Kilda forums, not many of them have mentioned Armstrong either. So, there could be a chance. A lot of them are saying they should go for 2 midfielders as well, which would be someone like Smiley, who might slide that far. Langford is probably one who could slide that far as well. But they're also thinking about Taru as well if North Melbourne don't take him with the second pick of the draft. So a little bit to play out there. Obviously, Melbourne have got pick number 9. As mentioned before, I think they'll go another one of the sliding midfielders just because their key forward stocks are strong. And then it would get back to us at pick 10. So assuming that we don't trade out pick 10 along the lines, with a little bit of luck, Harry Armstrong could be there at pick number 10 for us. And it would be a massive get. Obviously, it wouldn't come in straight away, I don't think, but he's someone that's going to help replace Lynch when he eventually retires, and I think it would be a great pickup to get him into the side. Now, for those who don't know too much about Harry Armstrong, like I said at the start, 195 centimetres from Sandringham Dragons, big left foot key forward. He kicked 27 goals in 10 appearances to be the equal top goal kicker for the Sandy Dragons. In the National Championships, Armstrong kicked 9 goals in 3 games, including a 5-goal haul in the final. So he's able to step up on the big stage as well. And yeah, I think he's been working closely with Matthew Lloyd as well. So there's been a lot of really good talk about his technique, his run up and ball drop and everything like that. So a lot of his shots are coming from set shots and marking contests that he's taken inside 50. Having a look at his strengths, athleticism, competitiveness, contested marking, leading patterns, scoreboard impact, and set shot goal kicking, improvements, endurance, and four-quarter consistency. I think that's probably a safe assumption with the younger, bigger body players. They do take a little bit of time to develop and come on. But yeah, Harry Armstrong, if we can somehow have him slide to pick 10, we'd be crazy not to call his name out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If we're looking for a key position forward, is Harry Armstrong first on your list? And do you think he gets to pick 10? Let us know.